Andrew Jackson, the 7th president of the United States, was a hard-partying, hard-fighting, hard-crazy, ugly son of a bitch who took the highest office in the land because he felt like it. What were you gonna do, stop him? He'd like to see you try. When he wasn't busy shaping the presidency as we know it today, you could find Jackson out behind the White House dueling. The number of duels that he took part in varies, depending on what source you consult. Some say 13, while others rank that number somewhere in the hundreds, both of which are entirely too many times for a reasonable human being to voluntarily stand in front of someone who is shooting at them. On one occasion, Jackson challenged a man named Charles Dickinson to a duel. The reason behind it wasn't important, not to us, and certainly not to Jackson. Jackson was even kind enough to give Dickinson the first volley. Dickinson happily obliged and shot Jackson, who proceeded to shake it off like a bee sting. When Jackson returned the favor, Dickinson wasn't so lucky, and that's why his face isn't on the 20. Andrew Old Hickory Jackson ran for president in 1828. If you're wondering how he got such a lame nickname, it's because he used to carry around a hickory cane and beat people senseless with it. And if you're wondering why he did that, it's because he was a fucking lunatic. Despite the best efforts of his opponents, the justice system, and whatever force balances the tenuous order of the universe, he succeeded. Jackson's first act in office was to throw a huge party, less of a civilized celebratory gala and more of a political Burning Man. More than 20,000 people showed up for his inaugural open White House, during which the crowd got so rowdy that Jackson himself was forced to sneak out a window. It wasn't until someone had the bright idea to place tubs of whiskey on the White House lawn that Jackson was able to sneak back into the House and actually start being president. Jackson's presidency wasn't all Animal House style shenanigans, however. He was also the first president on whom an assassination attempt was made. It was Richard Lawrence III who, in a futile attempt to out-crazy Jackson, believed he was the rightful king of England and that murdering Jackson would secure his claim to the throne because, according to Lawrence, Jackson killed his father in 1832, even though Lawrence's father had never been to America and actually died in 1823. Either Jackson could kill through space and time, or Lawrence is simply the kind of crazy we just don't make anymore. He attacked Jackson while attending a funeral, brandishing 2 pistols, both of which misfired. Jackson then turned and calmly proceeded to beat Lawrence to near death with his cane until the president's aides pulled him off the would-be assassin. If you're thinking that Lawrence's guns misfired because he lubricated them with rabbit's blood or something else crazy, they were inspected afterwards and determined to be in perfect working order. We're pretty sure that the bullets, like everyone else, were just scared of Jackson. The legacies of many great men are measured by the words of profound wisdom they leave us. Andrew Jackson is no different. Upon reflection of his life and works, he was quoted as saying, "I have only 2 regrets. I didn't shoot Henry Clay, and I didn't hang John C. Calhoun." That's right. In a life rich with national partying and spontaneous murder, Jackson's only regret was that he didn't kill quite enough people. People like Calhoun, who was Jackson's vice president.